I am not sure how I feel about this different setup, but since my other lamp broke, I have to adapt. So apparently 2022 was my year. And I don't normally say stuff like that. Like, you know how everybody at the new year, they're like, oh, 2023 is going to be my year. I don't say stuff like that because I don't believe in it. But apparently 2022 was my year. Let's take a look back. So I'm pretty sure for everybody, I mean, in the span of 365 days, a lot of things can happen, and a lot of things probably did happen, and in the past 365 days, give or take, because it's not quite New Year's yet, we have, how many days are there in December? 31? So we've got 5 more days as of when I'm filming this. For me, in the past 365 days, a whole lot has happened. And looking back, it doesn't feel like a lot happened, but a lot has happened. And normally, my brain focuses on a lot of the negatives, just like everybody else's. But there wasn't really anything detrimental that I can think of. 2022 was a good year. To start it off, I got Parzival. I got Parzival at the very beginning, the 30th of January, 2022. I mean, yeah, puppy days are rough, but the circumstance I was in made it the best possible it could be. Yeah, Parzival's still learning some things. I'm trying to find compromise on other things, and we still have a ways to go. He's over a year old now, but I think we made good headway, especially when he was really little. I think we did great, and I wouldn't trade him for the world. Earlier this year as well, one of my old friends from high school actually reached back out to me. There was a whole big falling out thing where I said things and he said things, and we just weren't able to sort it out at the time. And I think it was best that we took this break, but we reunited. He reached out to me, and I was willing to reach back, even though I was trying to hold a grudge, but thank God I didn't. I got reunited with literally my best friend, and it feels so good to spend time with him again. Like, it's almost weird how good it feels to spend time with him again. I don't think he's watching, but if he is watching, hi. And as I mentioned earlier this year, I quit my heart-wrenching, difficult, and manipulating job, and I was able to start back up on YouTube because I finally have the energy to commit to it. Kingdom Hearts turned 20, Jacksepticeye posted his 2000th video, and I cannot believe 2,000 videos. Jesus Christ. I hope I never reach that, but at the same time, I kind of do. And then the real big kicker is I actually jumped feet first into animation this year. I started learning another 3D animation program, and I even got my feet wet with 2D animation, and I am absolutely loving it. Funny enough, the fandom stuff and the animation, I actually got 3 new tattoos this year, all in representation of the fandom stuff and animation. Like, that right there? See the paintbrush with the film reel? Animation. That one was very spontaneous, but I told myself that that one had to be this year. This year, 2022, was the year that I really jumped feet first into animation, and I wanted to make sure I remembered that. I also got Kingdom Hearts tattoos. You may have seen them in some of the videos. They're here on my collarbones, and I can't get my t-shirt. Oh, maybe I can. Can you see it? That's one, but then the other piece is over here. So I got Kingdom Hearts pieces too. When I started YouTube, I was only 21 years old. But that person I was when I was 21 was who I always wanted to be, give or take some details. Like, I was signed with an agency because I wanted to be a TV and film actor, and I was trying for that, but a lot of that started to fall through, and I had to move on from that. But apparently I'm still interested in the film industry with animation this time. In the years since I've started my YouTube channel, I unintentionally lost who I was always supposed to be. A high energy, fandom loving fangirl. It's always what I wanted to be like. Like, I always wanted to be proud of the stuff that I'm passionate about, and I was blinded literally by nothing but money. And making money is extremely addicting. Now, I'm not saying that the money didn't come in handy. I mean, all that and my PC, my tablet, the streaming equipment, my video equipment. But at what expense? I lost myself. And when I say that, I mean it quite literally. Because it's to a point that I don't know what I want people to call me. That my own name feels wrong. At the end of the day, the reason I had lost a lot of the energy and who I'm supposed to be, which was always a high energy person, was because all of my energy was being sacrificed into my job, and that was entirely my fault. And since all my energy was committed there, I wasn't able to be the fangirl that I like to be. I wasn't able to really start learning animation. I was even terrified to get Parzival because I wasn't gonna have the energy to commit to a puppy, because puppies take a lot of time, and I can't believe, looking back, I thought I could have done it working that job. I talked to Bradley about it. It's like, looking back, it wasn't the greatest decision, but it wasn't the worst decision to walk out of that job. And he agreed with me. My eyes really opened up after leaving that job, because I started to focus on myself. I've been a people pleaser for a very long time, and that job really opened my eyes to the fact that at the end of the day, I need to look out for myself, because no one else does, no matter how much people pleasing I do for them. Yes, the people pleaser in me is finally reaching the selfish phase. I think it's important for everybody to think about that. At the end of the day, you have to look out for yourself, even at the expense of others. Now, you don't need to be a jerk about it, and you don't need to hold on to that 100% of the time. If sacrificing a boundary here and there to help support someone else, that's fine. But never, ever make it consistent. Got it? After not having the energy for so long, I sacrificed learning animation. I started learning animation, I think it was like 2016 was actually when I started learning. But I never could put so much time into it. Maybe it was 2018. I don't really remember. But now, I feel kind of hurt thinking that I'm too late at this game. And it's hard, but I'm trying to stay positive. I like to believe that there's no such thing as too late to learn something new. And that's the mentality I'm trying to hold on to. But it's so easy to feel defeated when I'm 27 years old and I'm only just now really committing to what I feel passionate about. And in just this 1 year, like I said, 365 days, give or take, I've come a really long way. And at least I think I have. I think learning 2D animation in general, any form of 2D animation, any part of 2D animation, I guess, has brought me miles further than I thought I was going to be at this point in time last year. I told Bradley yesterday that this time last year, I thought I was still gonna be working at Chick-fil-A. Thank God I'm not. I've come a long way this year, but not just in animation. Like, YouTube has gone quite a ways, and same thing with streaming. I feel like I've formed quite a community online, and I've made friends. I feel like I'm contributing something to society, I guess. Not sure what, but I feel like I'm contributing. I also feel like if I was to hit a wall and get stuck and I'm trying to learn something new in animation, I feel like I could actually reach out to you guys and there could be an answer somewhere out there. And I couldn't be more grateful for that. As I said at the beginning, I don't say this year is gonna be my year. I would have never said at the end of last year, oh, 2022 is gonna be my year, because I don't believe in that. The one and only time I ever tried that was the ending of 2015 rolling into 2016. I said 2016 is gonna be my year. That was the year I met Bradley. I went into 2022 in probably the darkest depression that I may not have actually climbed completely out of yet. I started 2022 in fear after having to walk out of my job. I treaded 2022 in fear after what 2020 and 2021 had put me through. But the fear subsided as the year went on, because as day by day went, my year got brighter and brighter. And I haven't been able to say that in a long time. I've felt trapped in the dark for a very, very long time. I just hope it keeps going like this. I hope I can keep going like this. I hope I can keep trying to keep it like this. I'll be damned if I let it slip away from me this early. Like, I feel like this is only the beginning. I do still have a healing journey that I'm on, and I will talk more about that eventually. Just, there's still time that is of the essence. It's still a hurdle I have to get over. But I think at this point in time, after everything in this past year, I think this is the time that I feel confident that I can do it. That feels really good to say too. 2022 was just the start for me, and I cannot wait to see what my future holds for me. Thank you, everyone who has come along on this wild ride with me. I hope you're as excited as I am, because I am just getting started. But with that, the 2022 season has come to an end. See you next year, guys.